So, guys,
My boys.
we're here. We're
Indeed.
doing it. We got in the studio my bro. He's over here chilling. What's up, man? Say hello.
Hi, the studio.
The studio.
Yeah, dude,
Hell
you know
yeah.
it.
And it's, of course, your boy Artem over here.
Shabam.
Hello.
Bam,
Hello.
there he is. Artaga in the house.
Indeed. And we're here today for episode 8, I believe.
7, my dude.
Episode
I think.
7, I think.
We lost count last time,
It's 7.
but it's definitely 7.
Episode 7 of
We can do it, dude.
Nate's and Artem's
Artemination's
Game Talk.
We could just call it Game Talk, but
just game talk.
I don't know. We might switch up the name.
It's true. Artem Nations
point.
and guests.
Yeah, I guess, yes.
And we
Game
play
Talk.
games too.
We do play games. Yeah, it's a game talk and play.
Game Talk, and we're doing this thing. So,
This is a weekly show where we
It's a
talk about
weekly
video
show.
games, video game news,
Video games.
and video game opinions.
yeah.
But first, generally, we start out with asking each other what we've been playing. So,
That's right.
my boy,
My dude. You want to hear what I've been up to?
fuck yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Shit. I've been playing a little thing called Hollow Knight.
Only one of the coolest Metroidvanias as of late.
I
love it.
this game.
I
I've been
love
having
it.
so much fun with it. It's such a pretty game too. Oh, just in every regard. The sound, the feeling, the visuals.
Yeah,
Solid.
yeah, it's satisfying. It's got a really interesting atmosphere to it as well.
Yeah, dude. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
love
enjoy it a
saving
lot.
little caterpillar dudes.
I know.
Okay.
Recently, Fire Emblem Three Houses
Of
has
course,
taken over
man,
my life.
dude. I would,
man.
if I had a Switch,
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
all over.
Dude, I got so addicted to that game last weekend. I was just like, I was super into the world.
Okay.
I was kind of reluctant to start playing because I had to do a bunch of stuff. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate some time. I'm not worry about it. I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. I'm just gonna play it. And at first it was a little iffy, and I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling this. And like 3 seconds later, I'm just like, I'm in that universe.
5 hours later.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah, I'm just like doing all these battles and all this strategy. I'm just,
Hell yeah, dude.
oh my god,
I
you go
love
here,
it.
you do that, blah 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 blah. It's so dope. It's so good. Yeah. Still playing that game. Still enjoying it a lot. It's so good.
Heck
It's At first it felt a little clunky. But then when you really get used to all the mechanics and you get used to getting around places and you get used to all the shortcuts and how things work and how things go, how the world operates,
Okay, fair
it
enough.
feels so snappy and fluid and solid. And I'm just like, it's dope. Stuff.
I can't wait to check it out.
Hell
When I get a
yeah.
Switch, that's gonna be
So
like
hyped.
one of the first games I get.
Aw.
It's gonna be
Bet.
great. It's gonna be great. I love me some good old Fire Emblem strategy.
Hell yeah, dude. Tactics, strategy games, that's my jam.
Yeah, dude.
Love that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. What about you, my dude? What have you been up to?
Well, you know,
Besides three.
Besides Fire Emblem.
mainly, I've been playing a little bit of Fire Emblem here and there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I've been focusing on making video games.
Yeah. Doing your job, bro.
Doing my job.
Stay on that grind.
Yeah,
Hey.
making special effects.
Hell
yeah.
yeah, dude.
Otherwise, I don't know, man. Just focusing on hanging out and spend time outside, spend time with some people.
Yeah.
That's real.
Work-life
Yeah,
balance, dude.
exactly.
That's
Trying to kind of
Healthy.
live it up this summer. You know, it's summertime.
Yeah,
it's,
dude. Make the most of it.
perfect.
Especially
Yeah.
here,
yeah,
up
yeah.
in Washington.
Yeah, up in Washington State, our summer lasts for maybe a month out of the entire year,
Mm-hmm.
And it's the month of August generally.
But right tonight, we got clouds.
Yeah, and
all
it's like
chilly.
it was summer,
So we're wearing
summer
jackets.
for like a week, maybe a little bit less. It's like 6
Yeah.
days or something. Or something stupid.
And now we go back to normal Washington.
Yeah, and now it's
Mm-hmm.
cloudy today, and it's supposed to be raining this weekend, and I'm like, huh, cool, dope. I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, maybe we could go on a hike or something. I'm like, nope. It's gonna.
Oh, maybe you still
gonna-
could.
Maybe.
Hey, come
Go
on.
wet hike. Yeah.
Wet hike, yeah, the classic Washington wet hike.
That's a tradition up here.
Yeah, hashtag wet hike.
Good stuff.
What kind of things? What
Kind of things.
stuff?
Kind of stuff. News.
Kind of words happened this week?
Well,
my boy.
just yesterday I saw an article there in the Yale Kotaku.
Kotaku, never heard of it.
It's a gaming website.
Is
You
that a
know.
Russian? Is that a Russian thing?
Kotaku.
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 But yeah,
Oh,
apparently,
that's Japanese. Yes.
apparently, Take-Two sent some investigators to
Oh.
someone's house.
I wonder what that means. I wonder if it was just like some like HR dude. He's just like, ugh.
No, it's private contractors.
Oh, okay. It was actual investigators.
Let-
The company claims it's a private investigator.
Mhm.
There are people also claiming they're like hired thugs type deal. You know, big intimidating type deal.
Oh,
I don't know. This guy explains this.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't know if this is the whole story, you know, of course.
And I'm sure nobody knows the whole story. I mean, he does, maybe.
He says he received some of his early information based on a mistake by people who were officially promoting the game.
Oh.
In a video that revealed Borderlands 3's official Twitch extension, a username that just was a string of gibberish was an actual Twitch account, which had in its archives like snippets of Borderlands 3 gameplay.
Oh, very interesting. So they already had publicly uploaded clips of.
Somehow, I don't think this is what they came after him for.
Yeah,
because
I bet it's not. I bet there's more to it. Yeah,
it doesn't seem like it.
All the different reveal videos and stuff like that, and all that had to be rescheduled and redone and changed based on all the facts that were now out there. And the information was it wasn't even like complete game stuff. Like it was a few months ahead of time.
And that's often the biggest source of frustration is that people report on things that are still fluid, still being finalized.
Yeah, and then players were hyped at first, of course. Whenever there's leaks, they're hyped. Of
course.
But then they start taking apart the information, and then like the mood sours, and they're like, oh, well, I hope
then
ArenaNet.
Then the critiques begin.
Yeah, it doesn't do this and doesn't do that. And then like, if the leaks come out early enough where it gets to the critique stage, and then you start trying to hype the game yourself, how you plan to do it, you get some mixed reaction, and it's not.
Why didn't you do it XYZ way?
Yeah, it's not as much hype as it would have been if it was if it came out the controlled way. And it kind of ruins that whole thing, and at the end of the day, it decreases the amount of sales that we get. It seems like it's a good thing, and maybe some people will enjoy the game more after knowing all these leaks and following it for so long. And some of the hardcore fans that were gonna get the game anyway are gonna get it. They're gonna enjoy it, but a lot of the times it's bad news travels a lot faster than the good. So when you see a bunch of hardcore fans complaining about something that gets just leaked, that's all the casuals are gonna see, and then that's gonna sour.
The next time they see it, they're not gonna think so fondly of the thing. They're like, oh yeah, I remember this thing. They were talking bad about it. Yeah. Oh, I don't care about this thing.
From personal experience, I understand why Take-Two's upset about it. But I also understand why he did it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's excited about the game. He's passionate about it.
He's a super passionate fan.
It sounds like, you know, they're not really going to press charges or anything because they didn't talk about what he specifically did that was illegal, as they said. They said he did some illegal things, but didn't go on to detail what those were.
Yeah, and the fact that he was allowed to release a video explaining it.
I think they came to an understanding, you know? Heck yeah.
Yeah, what else happened in the
bam,
world
let's check out. Let's switch a tab over. Shabam.
Shabam, my boy.
Boom. Bam. Bam. So the ESA says Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo are going to start disclosing loot box odds.
Yeah, it seems like the big three are combining forces.
There are some individual publishers who have also committed to doing the same thing along with them.
Telling you what to expect for your hard-earned dollar.
Yeah, I think this is actually mostly an empty gesture, though. Like, what is disclosing the odds really doing? Is it affecting anyone who's going to buy the loot crate? I don't think it is.
I think it's a requirement in Vegas and casinos.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think this will prevent, excuse me for my derogatory terminology, the whales. From purchasing copious amounts of in-game currency and still using these loot boxes. But it will... So it's not really going to cut down on loot box revenue much, but it will protect these companies legally.
And it's conforming to standards.
Exactly, which is good. Yeah, games have very rarely followed any kind of legal structures or laws in any kind of a country previously, as far as a medium. Like it's a very fresh new medium. It's a very fresh new industry, relatively speaking, compared to things like film and I don't know, books, right? Any other books, you know, back in the Roman day.
Industry.
Back in 300 BC, when the book industry was created.
When it eclipsed the scroll industry.
The papyrus industry.
Oh my gosh, yeah. When the Library of Alexandria was burned down.
When the stone tablet industry.
God damn it. But main point. I know, this is interesting. It's cool. It's kind of I just realized that these companies are spinning as a super positive, consumer-friendly thing, but like they're just doing it to make more money.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, that's everything they do, right?
And to make it acceptable and more palatable to the general public.
Yeah, I kind of love that.
Though, do we want to real quick discuss like what problems may stem from removing loot boxes?
Oh yeah, for sure.
In a greater sense. Mm-hmm. Because nowadays games have remained like pretty steadily priced.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since
while inflation has increased, the price of games has remained the same.
The release, I believe, ever since the release of the 360.
Yes.
The highest price for a video game was $60, right?
Yeah.
So throughout that entire generation, which has been many years, throughout the entirety of the
well over 10 years
generation following it, it's remained the same. How many years has PS5 been out now? PS4? Blech.
The PS5.
5 years. That's what I meant. PS4 has been out for like 5 years, right? That's
been a while.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it's been 15 plus years since game prices have remained the same, and the only reason why is because of game passes and because of loot boxes and because of microtransactions.
Right, they found alternate methods to generate revenue for the developers.
Right, because games have grown bigger and bigger.
Larger teams.
Yeah, with
expensive.
with bigger games.
High cost of equipment.
There's also
software
the
license.
fact
That's exactly
that
right.
They sell more and more. And the thing about games is they are a digital product, so they have infinite
Right,
amounts
the tail has a
of the
long
game.
tail.
Yeah, the industry's slowly expanding. The fan base of the industry is slowly expanding.
Absolutely.
But it's not expanding fast enough to cover the ridiculously exponentially growing
Over the
costs.
last 15 years?
It seems like companies still have been exploring these alternate revenue sources. And I mean, I'm sure there's a reason.
Things like Game Pass and
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
Yeah, like most games don't. Most companies aren't like hoarding money. They are taking all the money that they have made from game sales and they're paying their developers. And they are investing in their next products. Like it's rare for a company to stockpile a bunch of cash.
And pay it out.
I guess main point is that if a lot of the alternate revenue sources are cut off, are we looking at a potential increase in base game prices?
Yeah, raise the floor price to get in and play the game.
Yeah, so if games started costing $70, was it worth it to get rid of loot boxes? And I mean, what's the word? Ethically, yes.
Counterpoint. So, yeah, what if we raise the base price for these AAA huge big budget games so that these ones brand new at release, they might cost like $100 out the door, right?
Yeah.
But you go on like a year down the line, that game is going to be a lot less expensive.
Yeah.
And furthermore, by creating a higher entry point for acceptable point as a consumer, like that opens the door for more titles at like, you know, the $30 range and under. Like we just saw Wolfenstein Youngblood just came out at $29.99.
Yes.
PUBG originally came out at $29.99.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really great games coming out at a lower price point than the traditional brand new huge release.
PUBG
was early access.
It was also an indie.
Yeah.
And it was building off of like an existing framework that had come from Arma.
Exactly, building off an existing framework.
I don't know. I mean, things like the Avengers movie still exists,
right?
Which are multi-billion-dollar projects.
Yeah, I don't think AAA
film industry
studios are going to go away anytime soon.
But they will.
They'll get bankrolled.
I think
happen.
maybe they'll rely more and more upon the consoles on which they're.
Maybe.
Like through things like Game Pass and
through
stuff.
Game Pass, absolutely.
Of stuff for their revenue.
Subscription services, EA's Pass.
A license, I guess.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it seems like subscription services are getting more and more popular.
People like Netflix.
So
right?
maybe
a
price of an individial game isn't even going to be a relevant discussion.
Perhaps not.
Those like game platforms where you don't actually own the games are they're real affordable comparatively to buying games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
$15 a month for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Video games are an expensive hobby.
Yes.
And so people who can afford to buy a console and to buy a bunch of video games are generally people who can also afford to have internet. Is the logic behind it.
But the affordability might not be the problem. It's the availability. There are people like who have the money but like are in an area without good internet.
100%. A lot of places in the United States still have really no options.
An hour or two out, like if you go an hour or two east from here, internet is like
really
insanely bad. Like
there's no options.
$100 a month for like 4 megabyte.
That's sad, yeah.
Right?
Like it's insane, and like it makes digital games harder to actually use.
But it's just out of the box.
It sounds like Microsoft hit gold.
Yeah.
When they bought Ninja, because now we are talking about it.
Right.
A lot of other
we wouldn't have talked about it.
A lot of a lot of other podcasts, a lot of other news sites are exploring what Mixer's all about. I've heard that Mixer is one of the top free apps on the iOS App Store.
Oh, really?
As of like yesterday. And if you go to top charts on Google Play, let's see if it's anywhere on there. Top trending. Nope, I don't see it.
It has too many options.
Not on here, not on here. But on iOS, for a long while, it was up there. It was on there, which was interesting.
I really don't think it's gonna take off in the long run. Like they got Ninja,
but this is a really good boost.
Yeah, that's obviously a very good short-term boost to people, and maybe they can retain him. But are they going to be able to retain him for anyone but Ninja?
Right.
Are people just going to go to Mixer?
But it sounds like a lot of people followed him.
Yeah.
He has hundreds of thousands of subscribers already on Mixer. It doesn't people did not discriminate. What?
He had 1 million or something, right?
But I mean in the first day of transferring, he already went up to hundreds of thousands.
However, though, just to put numbers on it, so Ninja is number 1 over there on Mixer, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
When this article here was written on Tuesday afternoon, he had the most viewed stream at 30,000 plus, but the second most viewed had 4,200 viewers.
Right. So he, and it is a big discrepancy because Mixer
huge curve like that.
Mixer wasn't a platform a lot of people were looking at.
Right.
But now they will be.
Now they will be, and now it's going to start building momentum.
So that curve might change.
Potentially.
There might be a lot more creators in that upper echelon.
To be honest, I think what they need to focus on coming up is obviously individual creators, great, love it. But esports is a huge part of what makes Twitch Twitch, and it's a huge part of what makes Twitch it gets them their money.
Yeah,
it's true.
So I feel like what Mixer needs to focus on is trying to get exclusive deals.
And they might happen. Yeah.
I mean,
they got the Microsoft
it probably
money,
will. It's Microsoft.
So.
Yeah, they have infinite supplies. Yeah. It might happen. Or it might encourage Twitch to implement a whole bunch of new, interesting, cool features.
Right. Competition is a very good thing.
And that's what's also exciting about this.
So it is. I guess they're both huge companies because.
Yeah.
I was thinking for a second, Twitch is.
It is now, isn't that weird? They used to be.
Twitch is Amazon now, so it is
two giants, trying to duke it out.
Giants duking it out,
it's
exactly.
Not David and Goliath.
I love
two guys with
two Goliaths.
It's Bionis and Mechanics from Xenoblade Chronicles, the best game.